The Jagdpanther, one of the deadliest armored vehicles of World War II. Some say the best tank destroyer of the war. Sadly, in the movies, this tank destroyer shows up only in a few places, most of them odd and animated. This is likely because in real life only 415 were made between 1943 and 1945, and today only 3 are restored to running condition, with around 10 in display condition. But let's discuss the vehicle and highlight a few places it does show up in the gaming and movie universe.
Keep firing! Stay low! Stay low! Keep firing for God!
Preceding the Jagdpanther was the Ferdinand, later to be known as the Elephant, and the Nashorn, aka the Rhinoceros. Both designs had strengths, of which the long-barreled KWK-43 88mm gun was the biggest. However, the Ferdinand's weight made it prone to mechanical failure, and the Nashorn was too lightly armored and underpowered. The Jagdpanther would take the excellent long 88mm gun, for which all Allied armor was vulnerable, and mounted to the chassis of one of Germany's best tanks, the Panzer V, aka the Panther. Production began in late 1943. To accommodate the massive KWK-43 gun, the sloped armor of the Panther hull would extend into a large fixed casement, which provided a roomy interior for the 5-man crew. Armor for the Jagdpanther, like most tank destroyers, was excellent head-on. The upper frontal hull plate was 80mm or 3.1 inches thick at a 55-degree angle, able to deflect all but the heaviest of Allied guns. A head-on engagement was highly risky for any Allied tank. An Allied tank's best bet would be attacking the vulnerable sides with just 50mm or 2 inches of armor. Having no turret, of course, was an added vulnerability, as the gun could only pivot 12 degrees in either direction. Of course, German tank crews knew the strengths and weaknesses of the design, and were trained to ambush targets coming from predictable lines of advance at ranges double that of many Allied tanks. They were an excellent defensive tank for Germany late war. The gun and armor didn't make for a light design. The Jagdpanther weighed 46 tons, a heavy vehicle to transport and fuel. Powered by a 960 horsepower, 12-cylinder Maybach gasoline engine, the Jagdpanther had an excellent top speed of 46 kilometers an hour, or 28 miles per hour, making it about as fast as the M4 Sherman, which weighed some 15 tons less. Range for the Jagdpanther was 160 kilometers, or 100 miles. One of the Jagdpanther's most well-known engagements was with a squadron of Churchill tanks near Saint-Martin-de-Bois. Supported by artillery, in 2 minutes 3 Jagdpanthers knocked out 10 Churchills, with one being knocked out to artillery fire. The success of the engagement came down to the front armor and the gun of the Jagdpanthers. Churchills had impressive frontal armor. Even the gun of the Tiger I, the KWK-36, could struggle to penetrate. The larger KWK-43, however, could penetrate a Churchill 7's frontal armor at 2 kilometers. Though both the Tiger I and Jagdpanther shells are 88mm, the Jagdpanther shell contains more propellant, and combined with the longer gun, gave it incredible velocity. Sadly, the only noteworthy appearance of the Jagdpanther is on Band of Brothers, for which the appearances are brief but excellent. This Jagdpanther is a mock-up based on a Soviet T-55. However, it's quite a good mock-up. It is first shown at the Battle of the Bloody Gulch, where no Jagdpanthers were historically present, but it adds authentic-looking tanks to a scene which historically saw 60 Allied tanks engage 12 German. Stugs were present here, and this one is a nice mock-up based on a British armoured personnel carrier. The best tank battle in Band of Brothers is during the Market Garden episode. This scene is a better historical representation of a Jagdpanther. The 2nd Battalion of the 506 Parachute Regiment did engage with Jagdpanthers near Eindhoven, with the support of Shermans from the 44th Royal Tank Regiment. The Tiger I's presence during the engagement was a liberty, taken by the production company, again using what German mock-ups they had available. The Allies were undoubtedly impressed by the Jagdpanther. The British Army continued to manufacture 10 of them after capturing a factory, and the French would incorporate them into their army until the 1960s. The Jagdpanther was the apex tank destroyer of its era. Alright, I'm Johnny. Thanks for watching this quick brief on the Jagdpanther. I'm sorry to say there isn't much footage on this tank destroyer, so I do apologize for the short video, but I do hope to see you in the next one.